Okay. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us this evening. We're very excited to introduce you, or if you already know about Ms. Race, but many new faces here. So we would like to introduce you to Ms. Race. This race is going on in Sandy Hook Bay, and we're gonna tell you a lot more about it. I got involved like 5 years ago. Actually, it was COVID year, and they reached out to me. They weren't sure that they will have a race, but they had a virtual event, and they asked me to speak in the virtual event about my experience as a woman sailor. And then when there was the race, they actually invited me to come and skipper a boat that I've never raced before, but it was a lot of fun. It was Aviato. So days, years later, we now race a J109. Um, and I started to get involved with the organizing committee a couple years ago. I believe in this race. I think it's an amazing race. It's an amazing opportunity for men and for women, especially for women, of course. And I felt like we should have a lot more boats out there, skippered and crewed by women. And my friends Liz Niederberger and Lisa King are gonna be the main presenters of this presentation. We're actually gonna have this presentation going on in all the yacht club of Best of the Bay. So Liberty Yacht Club is the first one. We're gonna have one in Raritan, in Keyport. Of course, Atlantic Highlands, they all know the story, but we might do it there as well. So yeah, I'm handing it over to Liz and Lisa.
Hello. Thanks for everybody coming. I'm thrilled that we got all of these people on a cold, snowy night.
On
So,
Zoom.
looking forward to like no snow and some warmer weather.
No kidding.
So, a little bit about me. I've been sailing for about 30 years, mostly as crew. I've been involved. I live in Atlantic Highlands, so the harbor is right here. It's been an amazing place to be and hang out and meet people. I've been doing Special Olympic sailing out of Atlantic Highlands Yacht Club for over 20 years, and that's been an amazing experience. And then a friend of mine asked me to race with them on the Ms.Race, and I learned all about sailboat racing, which was super cool. And so I started to race with her. I raced maybe the Blue Water and something else, but and then eventually she started racing on Wednesday nights, and I do Wednesday night racing now too. But the Ms.Race is like the best event ever, as far as sailboat racing goes. It's one of the most fun you can have out on the water with a bunch of girlfriends. We have a great time and a great party, and I hope to see all of you and all of you on boats or with your boats or out helping or some juncture like that. I would love to see everybody involved. A little bit about the Ms.Race. It started in 2005, so this will be the 22nd running of the Ms.Race. So we run it out in Sandy Hook Bay in August, almost
Do we want to
always.
introduce Lisa?
Nope, I forgot about Lisa. Let me introduce Lisa.
Keep going. I'll introduce myself on the next slide.
Okay, Lisa will introduce her. Sorry, my notes are bad. So, but anyway, race started 22 years ago. It's out on Sandy Hook Bay in August. We've had some great races out there with great wind. We've bobbed around in 90-degree weather, being miserable too. But it's always a good time, and there's always a really good party afterwards. So it makes it worth it. Um, the objective of this race is to build confidence and self-reliance in women. It's a women's only race. We, the race is benefiting an organization called the 180 Turning Lives Around, which is a domestic violence and sexual assault support charity that we'll talk about a little bit later on. So the fact that there are a bunch of women out there sailing and racing and having a blast and generating revenue for this organization is just amazing. We have mostly women on the committee, but there are a bunch of men that also help us in the supports, and it's always a great event for them too. So, who host it? Atlantic Islands Yacht Club is hosting it. So, in the beautiful Sandy Hook Bay. We partner with a couple people. The Atlantic Highlands Sailing Education Program, ASOP, is a youth sailing program. And they do sailboat lessons out here on the bay for kids, I want to say 10 to 18. And it's a great organization. I think all like if you have kids that are interested in like learning how to race, it's a great thing. And one of the things that they are starting to do is to give the young women that have been in the sailing program an opportunity to race on the bigger boats. And they've had a great time doing it, and they always have fun when they come up and race at the event. And again, it's benefiting 180 Turning Lives Around. Turning Lives Around is mostly in Monmouth County, though I think it does Ocean County too. I think they're expanding to involve more and more counties. And it's an amazing organization. We were hoping that somebody who's had a little bit of involvement would have been here to talk about them, but they had to get on a flight and head home after the snow. So, but it's a great organization. We can provide you more information about that if you're interested. And with that, I'm going to turn, oh, nope, I have one more slide to do. The event is happening on Saturday, August 15th, right in the middle of August in the summer. It's at Atlantic Highlands Yacht Club. We're sailing in the Sandy Hook Bay. Um, there's a full schedule of events. If you're bringing a boat down, we can help you get moorings and all of that stuff so you can stay on your boat and hang out and enjoy the sailing around the bay before the race starts. And then there's always fun and drinks and celebration at the clubhouse afterwards. And I think with that, I am done, and I am going to turn it over to Lisa, who I forgot to introduce.
Hi, everyone. This is Lisa. I used to be in Jersey City, and I was introduced to sailing with Nissan in her company, NYC Sailors. And then I spent a few years in Jersey City and decided to move to the Atlantic Highlands and kind of replicated what I did in Jersey City and met all the folks in the Atlantic, became part of the Atlantic Highlands Yacht Club and started to get involved in sailing, and met Liz through Paula, who the boat we sail on today on Wednesdays. And I have been involved in the Ms.Race for 4 years and on the committee for 3 years. And Liz and I were made co-chairs this year, along with Emily and Diane, to try and get more participation involved in this year's race. We feel like there's a little more visibility would be helpful into getting more people involved in the race. And so we decided to do these presentations, and we're doing another one in March at the sailing conference, which is going to be great as well. But because that's how we all kind of got involved and why we're all here today. Because Liz said we're all very excited about the Ms.Race. Even though it's in August, we do have the race starts later in the day, so we always are hopeful for good wind. But it's a great organization to race for. So how to get involved? There are many ways to get involved in the Ms.Race. You can volunteer. You could be. So it is a women's only race on the water, but everyone can really get involved, right? So men can be involved from not being on a boat, but rather being from behind the scenes and help run the fundraisers or help join the festivities or volunteer. There's many different ways to get involved. You don't only have to get involved on race day. You can get involved before. If anybody on the call would like to be a part of the Ms.Race in any capacity, they have a special skill set that they think would be helpful. We're always looking for new and fresh ideas too, and for anyone who would like uh, to join our organization, it would be, we're always welcoming that. So for the race, for the women's only race, we it is a women's only race and women crew only, and so there's a lot of additional options here. We ask you to register your boat, and if should you need to find crew for your boat, if you're short on crew, we try and pair up some crew that is able to go on other boats. If you're, a lot of this is a very popular race, so a lot of women who like to crew. There's unfortunately not always boats to get on, so we're hoping to kind of resolve that issue moving forward. That all of the women who want to be on a boat for the Ms.Race are able to find a boat in some capacity, and you don't really need to be an accomplished sailor. There are plenty of experience on the boats to help you navigate your way on race day and teach you what to do. There's also a show or a slide presentation in the beginning of the Ms.Race to kind of give a one-on-one of volunteers. We also, here's another slide here. We have the race boat committee is also a very important part of the race. You can help. For those of you who have race committee experience or not have race committee experience, there's always looking for race committee help or race management with or without your boat. Help on the day of the event. Here we have a picture of the race boat committee making Bloody Marys at the start of the race for all those non-helmers out there for the Ms.Race. Always a nice treat in the beginning of the race. And they help with the race committee all the time. And so there's many different ways. There's fundraising is a big part, obviously, of this race. We want to raise. Last year we had it was our best year ever for the race, and we hope to even top that even more with this year's
Last
race.
year, I believe we raised like $40,000, right?
Yes, yes, it
Yeah,
Yes.
was
yeah.
a fantastic year, and like I said, one of our best. And many reasons why, and Liz will get into the spectators reasons there. But we have individual donations, corporate matching donations. You can vote for your favorite boat via text. There's raffles. 50/50 raffles. So there's many different ways, sponsorships. There are also, we ask the local restaurants in town or out of town, it doesn't really matter, to donate some restaurant gift cards to also give away as gifts. We like to do that, and there's all different levels of sponsorship that are available, should you want to just donate individual money. And so we welcome all ideas from everyone who wants to volunteer. Anybody thinks they want to be or know somebody who wants to volunteer, please feel free to reach out to us. And Liz, I'll kick it back to you.
Okay, so we would love for you guys to join the festivities and check things out. Last year, as you can see from the picture on the slide, there was the C Street partnered with us, and we had the big boat that they have was our spectator boat. And they went out on the water while we were racing. They got in the way just a little bit at one point. Um, but what was amazing is they had all of these people that had never seen a sailboat race before up on the deck, and they had a blast. They went around to all the marks so they could see all the boats turning around the marks. They made it to the finish line. And if you've done any racing at all, I can guarantee you there's nothing as much fun as 100 people standing on a deck cheering for you as you cross the finish line. It was a blast.
It was great.
Everybody that was on that boat had a blast. We're hoping that it works out as well this year as it did last year. The weather was spectacular. It was just a beautiful, bright, sunny day. There's air conditioning and a bar on the boat, which made it even more fun.
Snacks, snacks, you can get snacks.
And they had a commentator.
And they had
Yes,
commentators.
yes,
So they were like, doing play by play as they were coming around the mark, talking about the different boat classes
And the skippers and
and
the
the
crew.
skippers and what was happening. And it was just a fun time was had by all. People could not say enough good things about it.
yeah, yep.
So it was a real blast. And
And
then
we have photographers out there taking pictures of everything that is happening for the race. We have a few photographers, so all of it is captured on picture, which is wonderful to see after the race. Sorry, Liz, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, no, that's all good. Yeah, no, and it's a blast. You can share all that stuff with your friends and family and say, this is what we do on Saturday nights or Saturday days. And there are all the details. So we don't have registration or anything up yet, but it's all coming soon. We have all of your emails, and hopefully you won't mind if we send out reminders. And we
And
hope that
if you haven't personally registered through Liberty Yacht Club event, feel free to reach out to us through the email address down here. Of course, follow us on social media. And I noticed that Diane, who is actually one of the founders of the regatta,
Yeah.
just she joined us a bit later. But I'd like to introduce Diane, and I want her to say a few words about the regatta on her behalf.
Oh, thank you, Nitsan. This is a wonderful race. I've been involved for 21 years. This is the 22nd year of the race, and I got involved. I had never raced before, and I saw these advertisements for the Ms.Race, and I said, "Wow, wouldn't it be great to learn how to race with women?" and and it was, and so I've been doing it ever since. Learned my racing skills with crews after I got involved in the Ms.Race. I started Wednesday night racing and just yeah, had a lot of fun. So I really
And she's a
encourage
winning
you.
boat.
And
Every year
uh,
I've been around, her boat was one definitely placed.
well, it's practice makes perfect, Nitsan.
Perfect example. Yes.
Yeah, I have a good crew and a
You say
good boat
after
and a
21
good
years I
husband
might
who
be
gets my
placing.
boat ready for the Ms. Race. So that's a place where men can be engaged. He makes sure that it's in tip-top shape and the bottom's nice and smooth and goes fast. Uh, it's really a fun event, and it's grown every year, and it's great to have folks from other yacht clubs like Nitsan. Has just been inspirational in her enthusiasm and wanting to get more racers involved, and we're just so excited for this year, which will be the best Miss Race ever.
Oh.
Amen.
Thanks,
Eh,
Diane.
okay, I just want to wrap up before we take some questions. So on this meeting, there are a bunch of women who raced with me last year on Velocità. Unfortunately, our crew is full, but we definitely want to get more women on board. We know that having a boat is might be a challenge, but I see Ashley Thorne here. So Ashley might be skippering her boat with a crew of women.
Nice.
And we would love to have more women who get access to a boat. I don't own Velocita. If you have a relationship with with a boat owner who is willing to give you the helm or give a professional captain like Nancy DeVries, for instance, who's on this call, the access to helm their boat. That'd be great. And like we said in the how to get involved slide, we would love to get these idea and help you match with crew, with a boat, with a captain. So definitely, if there's interest, reach out to us. So we'll start that running list and we'll see what we do with that. Like I mentioned, I started racing in 2020 on Aviato. The couple owners, Janet and John. So John couldn't race, of course, and Janet couldn't skipper the boat. And then they found me, so I came to be the skipper on their boat. So these things happen, and I would encourage all of you to reach out to us. And that's it. And now, first, I would love to hear from my crew members who participated last year to just say a couple of words if you want to share your experience. And then, of course, feel free to just jump in with questions.
Okay, I'm going to start. It is super, super fun and it feels super empowering. And I'm going to be honest, last year it was even more fun because we had all our male crew basically cheering us like from the sideline or actually from the spectator boat. And they did confirm they did have fun as well. So I think it was an overall nice day. Do it, and I know it might be like difficult for some, right, to get a boat if you don't have a boat. Let's try to get as many boats on the water because then it's even more fun.
Yeah. You want me to go? I mean, I would say it's a great event and it's really fun. Definitely join. I missed last year, but the years prior, I've been part of it and also did it twice on Aviato, and it's super fun. And I think it's for a great cause, so I think it's double the benefit, right?
And we didn't even talk about the costume contest that that we're looking to get even more exciting every year. We definitely raise the bar for ourselves every year.
Yeah, I can't say enough more than Catherine already said. I mean, will be my 5th year doing it this coming year, and I've enjoyed every single one. Great seamanship and friendship with all the ladies, especially since we almost had our entire female version of the yacht club of the Wednesday night racing ladies. So it was really nice to have so many of different crew with us this time.
Yeah.
There does change from year to year, which is also really fun. And yeah, I just have one question because I know it is really hard to get access for boats on the water at this race because, well, let's say I don't know the actual statistic, but men own the boats. And men are afraid to let the women have full use of the boat. Is there any consideration where men could just stay below and be on the boat for insurance purposes, or not say insurance purposes because we don't know how to do it, but really because of actual insurance purposes where they have to have the boat owner on the boat? Anyways, basically I'm rambling, but the question is an allowance and on the boat but has to stay below.
Lisa, you want to take that one?
Diane, do you want to take that?
Yeah, we've had that discussion and vote many times since the beginning of the Ms.Race. And we've always come to the conclusion that it makes sense for it to be women only on.
But we also
the
said we're
boat.
going to discuss it in our meeting tomorrow.
We said we would discuss it.
Rachel, to your question, yes.
We did say we would discuss it again. But at this point, it is women only.
Yeah, it would. I know it's a limiting factor for a lot of us because we're not boat owners, and it would be nice to get more boats on the water. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make that happen and support in any way. I know we've twisted a couple arms so far, but I don't think we broke them off yet.
Nicely said, Rachel.
This is Caroline. I was another crew member last year, my first ever Ms.Race, and I really had a great time. It was very calm on our boat, and
That's good.
we had a lot of people, but everybody knew what to do.
Not like racing with your husband.
No, no. So I had fun. And it was really great day. I've been at some of the after parties of other races of this particular race many times, but never actually participating. So I really, really enjoyed it. I thought the spectator boat was a great idea, and it would be great to see even more people do that next year.
Anita, just a quick question. Do we have a bunch of women that are certified as captains that we could convince people to let their boats for
First
the
of all, we
race?
have Nancy DeVries here, and she already expressed her interest in captaining a boat this year. She doesn't own a boat, but she would be ready, willing, and able. You'll meet her at the women's conference. By the way, there's a women's sailing conference, Sailing Women Conference up in Kingston happening on the last weekend of March. And Nancy is going to be the keynote speaker, and she's going to tell us, share her sailing life story, which is quite amazing. So Nancy already put herself up to perhaps skippering a boat. Ashley, again, she owns a boat. She co-owns a boat with Mark, her husband. She might be willing to join us. I know she definitely knows how to helm.
So I'll just say about myself, I've owned boats for 45 years, but last year I sold my Sabre 34, so I am boatless at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we can find you a saber to captain. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, I'm considering it. It's on. I've got my wish list of people to come and join. So some of
Good.
whom
And we have Paula. Maybe Paula could get her dad, convince her dad to get to use his boat, maybe with Nancy as a skipper or
yeah. I had a couple questions about the race itself, if I
Sure.
could.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Is it a perf race? I assume so.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
It's a perf race and it's pursuit race.
Oh, it's pursuit.
So, yeah, so we make it a lot more comfortable for boats to start. It's not crazy on the start line.
Got it. Okay. And then are there different classes like spinnaker and non-spinnaker?
Yes, there is spin
Yes.
and spin. That's it.
Those
These are the
two
two
classes?
classes. Yeah.
Okay. How many boats normally are typically in the regatta? Like a range?
Last year we had a dozen.
Okay, yeah.
I think we should have a lot more. Like I said, I hope to see this at some point.
So, there's a few women skippers over at City Island Yacht Club. Maybe you could reach out to them to see if they want to come down through Manhattan for the race.
Sure. I mean, we're open to connections.
Yeah.
We reach out to whoever we know. If you know someone that you can introduce us to, we would love to present it to them as well.
Okay.
And like I said, we're going to present this in Kingston as well. And I know that some of the women from there are considering to come down. And from Kingston, it's like a good 100 miles to come down the Hudson.
Yeah, 2 days.
Yeah.
And when is registration open?
It'll be open probably in June or July, once we get that all straightened out.
Got it. Okay.
We'll make sure you're on the list.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
So I also raced with Nissan last year in this race, and something that both Caroline and Nissan had touched on, this is not what we do on Wednesday nights. I raced
No.
with Caroline on Wednesday nights. And I mean, the ladies were just so welcoming, informative, helpful. And I got to imagine it is the same on every boat, just because we are different than the men that we race with oftentimes. So I think getting the message out that it's a more safe and welcoming and willing to learn type of environment as opposed to you're going to get scolded environment.
A lot of energy at the Ms.Race.
And I mean, as soon as you're getting out of your car, everyone's welcoming you, saying, "Hi, are you part of the race? What are you doing? What boat are you on?" So, like, it's just positivity everywhere.
Even the men are becoming nicer.
Correct. Yeah, it was just a completely different vibe than other things that I've experienced in the past couple of years.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely not Wednesday night racing.
No.
Just having the pursuit that you don't have the all of the jiggering that happens on a Wednesday night race. You have your time, you know what time you have to cross the line. It just makes for a much more comfortable racing experience. I had no idea what Wednesday night racing was because I was used to racing on the Ms.Race.
Oh, is it multiple races usually?
No, it's one.
It's just
One
But
one.
race.
it's a long one. Last year we did a 9.2 mile race. So initially they're putting out plans for 3 courses
Mhm.
of different lengths. And then they decide based on the race committee decides based on the wind which course to go with because they want to make sure everybody finishes. And I think that it took us about 2 hours, like give or
Yeah,
take.
Yep.
yep, that's about right.
Is it usually a windward leeward course?
No,
No.
it's a distance race. So you go from different buoys in the Sandy Hook Bay. And that's fun too, because you get to experience all points of sail and different sailing conditions and different currents. So it is challenging, especially, I mean, even for us who come from the New York Harbor. The New York Harbor, we know. Sandy
Yeah.
Hook Bay, not as well.
Great.
I have a question in regards to boats. Now, other clubs that own boats or that have like boat share programs, is that possibly a way to get these other women skippers onto boats?
So Atlantic Highlands is just in the process of getting 2 boats that may eventually become share boats or club boats. That still all needs to be worked out. So at this point, we don't have those boats. I don't know if there are other clubs that have those boats that maybe somebody could grab and bring down.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Um,
Like I know Seas out of Keyport, or I think Raritan may have some type of boat share program.
yeah, I don't know.
Again,
We haven't really looked
there's
into
only
that.
so much that we know and we reach out to. If you know anyone from these programs and you want to put it out there, that'd be great. I mean, it also has to go back to, the membership of that club to agree to give a boat to a bunch of women.
Agreed.
Um, yeah,
That's why I
yeah.
said I
I
didn't know if
mean,
that was anything that anyone looked into. I only know like from
we
looking at
we
different
would we would
websites,
welcome
there's
any
one.
boat. We will welcome any boat. It's just a matter of who is willing to provide one.
Right.
I know that in Hoboken they were considering at some point to bring a boat down. Um, yeah, there are options. So, any more questions?
Yeah,
Comment?
if anybody has ideas or contacts of people that we could contact about any of the boat shares or anything, please just get in touch with us. It would be
Yeah.
great.
Someone that Caroline and I race with is part of Seas out of Keyport, so I'll reach out to him and see if he can provide some type of point of contact to get over.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
great.
Thanks, Amanda.
You're welcome.
Kath here says that Raritan has a pretty robust chair program, boat chair program, and skipper needs to have it certified on the boat. So again, if we know anyone who has access to it, that's great.
Yeah, we can definitely help get
And we
programs.
are going to present at Keyport, not at Keyport, at Raritan in April. Keyport we haven't scheduled yet, but Lisa, you're on it, right?
Keyport's not interested.
They're not interested. Okay.
For Diane. She says that whoever's racing is going to race. It's usually the same people every year. So
Okay, that's
yeah,
good.
she shot me down.
Okay. Yeah, so if you have any connections, I'm happy to go to City Island Yacht Club. We can also do a Zoom, whatever it is. We're really open to that because like you see, we're all passionate about it and we really want this to grow, to have a lot more boats, to see a lot more boats out there and women. Okay, so if we don't have any further questions. Like I said, I mentioned we have there's the Women Sailing Conference up in Kingston happening on the 27th and 28th of March. If you are interested in information, you can look it up. It's through the Kingston Maritime Museum, or I'm happy to send you information. Just ask me and I'll send it your way. And yeah, and that's it.
Thank you all for your time. That was
Thanks,
very
everybody.
informative.
Appreciate it.
Great.
Thank you
You
very
guys.
much.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye, Diane.